So in this practice, we're going to be cultivating prana. Prana is the vital life force that permeates all life, including us. And by cultivating more prana, what's going to happen is that we're going to start to cultivate the feelings of enthusiasm and joy and motivation and inspiration. And the area of focus in the body is going to be the upper chest and upper back. So really essentially the entire heart space. So to get started, we're going to begin with a breathing technique called Kapalabhati. And this breathing technique is a forceful exhale through the nose and like the snapping in and up of the navel center. So to begin, let's take the arms up to the sky, and the arms are going to be in a V position, finger pads touching the pads of your hands, and then let the thumbs face one another. And keep the arms nice and straight, and draw the front ribs in so you're not swaying the low back. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Just open the mouth and exhale. Now close the eyes, close the mouth, inhale, and then begin. So if you're new to this breathing technique, just keep going. If you're new to this breathing technique, you can practice doing it through the mouth, a forceful exhale through the mouth, and then closing the mouth and doing it through the nose. And we're going to continue this for about another 30 seconds, so just keep the cadence as even and continuous as you can. And sensing the space within you and around you becoming more energized, more clear, more vibrant. Let's do another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now empty out all the breath. And then take a deep inhale, hook your thumbs, and let your head drop forward. So you're going to hold the inhale and bring all of your awareness to the heart, the upper chest, upper back area, and just feel that energy begin to build across the heart space. And you'll just retain the breath here as long as you can. So not overdoing it, but at the same time, just being aware of your ability to retain the breath to your maximum capacity. And then when you need to breathe, you simply lift the chin, you release the arms, and you exhale. And just take a pause here with the eyes closed and just notice whatever there is to notice. Okay, and then open the eyes, and let's come on to your knees with your big toes touching. Knees are going to be apart, and we're going to come into a child pose here. Okay, so from here, just let the head be heavy on the mat, or if it's not quite to the mat, you can bring it to a block to just for a moment and cultivate the Ujjayi breath. So breathing in and out through the nose, a slight constriction of the back of the throat. And just a couple centering breaths here. And then we'll begin to move. So you're going to inhale, come up to all fours, to tabletop position. If you want to add a little extension of the spine, you can lift the chest, lift the tailbone. And then exhaling, we're going to come back into child pose, this time going through a cat pose. So doming the back, chin to chest, navel in. And then you'll inhale, come up to all fours, or that little cow back. And we're going to continue this, exhaling, complete the full exhale, and then move and inhale as you come back up. Now we're going to add another element to this. We're actually going to exhale and chant Om. Om. Breathing in and coming up. And we'll do two more. coming up. And let's just do one mentally. And feeling that vibration of Om moving through the spine from your tailbone to your crown. And then inhaling, coming up to all fours. Curl your toes under. Exhale, press back to a downward facing dog. Feet are hip distance apart. Hands are shoulder distance apart. And then just take a few moments here to settle in. You can pedal the feet. If you want, you can wag your tail a little bit. Just explore a few simple movements before you settle completely into the pose. Okay, so from here, let's shift forward into a plank pose. So hands are directly under the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. And we're nice and slowly lowering down with your exhale all the way down to your belly. And then we're going to inhale here, come into a cobra pose. So shoulder blades are hugging into the back of the heart. And the tops of the shoulders are away from the ears. And then we're going to pulse here. You're going to exhale, release the forehead down to the mat. And then inhaling, coming up. And then exhale, release. Let's do two more. Inhaling, coming up. Exhale. Last one. Inhaling, coming up. And then exhale, release. Keep your elbows hugging in. Draw your navel in. Press up to your knees. Push back to your downward facing dog. From here, let's just walk to the top of the mat. Nice and simple. Come into a forward fold. You can hold on to your elbows. Let the head be heavy. And then bending the knees, slowly coming up, one vertebrae at a time. And as you arrive, you can roll the shoulders back and down a couple times. Okay. So we're going to do some simple movements here to build the energy around the heart. So we're going to stand into Tadasana. Feet are hip distance apart. Arms are by your side. And we're going to breathe in. You're going to take the arms up by your ears. And as you bring the arms up, notice if you start to sway your back. If you're doing this, draw the front ribs in and your tailbone in. And then you'll exhale, bring your arms down by your side. Now we're going to start to increase the inhale. So you're going to breathe in for 5. And as you're breathing in, you feel this sense of the chest and upper back expanding, filling up with breath, prana. And then exhaling, arms sweep down by your side. Let's move on to a 6 count inhale, arms sweeping up, nice and gradual. So it takes about 6 seconds to come fully into the posture. And then you exhale, release, about a 4 count. Let's progress to a 7 count inhale. Exhale, arms sweep down. Now moving on to an 8 count. So as you breathe in, you feel the chest expanding in all directions, not just the front, but feel it in the back of the heart, side of the ribs, and then exhale, lowering the arms down. So let's do one more, an 8 count, breathing in. Arms slowly lift for 8 seconds. Now from here, go ahead and bend your elbows and take your hands to your elbows and then draw the arm bones back in line with your ears, but try not to sway the low back. Draw the front ribs in. And then we're going to inhale here for 7 counts. Chest, upper back fills. And then from here, we're going to hold the breath 1 count and keep your awareness right there at the center of the heart. And then you're going to exhale about a 4 count. So you're going to inhale 7. Hold the breath, awareness at the heart, and then exhale 4. And then progressing to an inhale for 6 count. Hold the breath for 2, and exhale slowly, 4 counts. Okay, last one, inhale 6. Keep the awareness at the heart space, navel hugging in. And then exhale, release the arms. And just take a pause here to notice any shifts that are occurring, not just physically, but more important, how they're shifting energetically. Okay, let's take the arms to the sky. Inhale. There's an option for a little back bend here, so you can lift the heart, lift the gaze, and then you're going to exhale, fold it down. Bring your hands up to your shins, extend the chest to the front of the mat, breathing in. And then exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back, and take your knees down to the mat, or your knee down to the mat, and then take your arms up to the sky and grab your elbows again here. And as you draw the arm bones back, notice if you dump into your low back. Keep that engagement of the front body, drawing the navel to the spine. Gives you that soft lift out of your lower abdominals so that your chest can open up. Have a little bit more freedom in the low back, a little more stability in the low back. And you can even lift your gaze here. And then breathing consciously into the upper chest, upper back. Take 2 more breaths here. Directing prana into the heart. Okay, let's release the hands down to frame the foot. Step to the top of the mat, exhaling as you arrive. And then come up halfway, breathe in. Keep your gaze down, don't lift the chin. And then exhale, fold. And then reverse it, come all the way up, inhaling, palms press with that option to back bend. And then exhale, bring the hands down to the heart space. Okay, let's do the second side. Inhale, arms to the sky. Option to back bend. And then exhale, fold it down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step back with your right foot. Take the knee down to the mat, arms sweep to the sky. Inhale, grab your elbows and put the other forearm in front, if you can remember which one that one was. Draw the front ribs in, lift up out of their waist, and then take the arm bones back, baby gaze towards the sky. And those deep, full breaths across the chest, upper back. So we're directing our breath, our awareness, and hence our prana into the heart. Elevating the energies of the heart, cultivating the qualities of the heart, which are enthusiasm, joy, and that motivation, and that inspiration. Release the arms down to the mat, step forward, exhaling. Come up halfway, breathe in. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise, option to back bend. Exhale, center in the heart. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to do a couple more on each side. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Come up halfway. Inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, set the left foot back, knee to mat. Inhale, grab your elbows. Just one breath here, so complete the inhale. And then exhale, fold, step to the top of the mat. Come up halfway, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Lift the heart, lift the gaze, and then bring it into the chest as you exhale. Inhale, arms sweep the sky. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant the hand, step back with the right foot, knee to mat. Inhale, other elbow or forearm forward, and then lift the heart. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, back bend. Keep the core engaged even as you back bend. Exhale, center it in the heart. Okay, we're going to do one more each side. Breathe in, arms sweep to the sky. Exhale, fold, slight drawing into the chin. Come up halfway, breathe in. Exhale, step back with the left foot, knee to mat, arms sweep to the sky. Grab your elbows, heart lifts. And then exhale, step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, full inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Optional back bend. Hands to the heart, center. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, step back. Right foot, knee to mat. Grab your elbows, lift the heart, complete the inhale. And exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Press to the feet, rise all the way up. And then draw it into the heart. And just take a little pause here. It's always nice to take brief pauses so you can really experience how the energy is starting to shift. How you're starting to direct prana in the body. Okay, so from here, let's take the feet hip distance apart if they're not already. So heels right underneath the sits bones. Let's take the arms to the sky. Inhale. And you're going to exhale, sit back into a chair pose. Keep your knees in line with your hip points, second toe. And take a nice deep breath in here. Feel the chest, upper back fill with breath, prana. And then you're going to exhale, you're going to fold, but keep the knees bent. Bring your fingertips down to the mat. Release the head at that last little bit of exhale. Initiate the inhale. Bring your arms by your ears. Sit back into chair pose. And then we're going to exhale and fold again. Now we're going to add 5 count inhale. Shifting back into chair pose. So stay with the knees bent. And then you're going to exhale. Navel hugs in. And you're going to fold back down. Now a 6 count inhale. Exhale, fold. Release the head at the last little bit of exhale. 7 count inhale. So slowing it down, but breathing in more deeply. And exhale, fold. 8 count inhale. Slowly coming back with control. Now hold here and exhale. Take 8 counts to rise, so there's no rush. And then exhale, release the arms. And then stand in Tadasana, be really still in your physical body so that you can feel what is moving energetically. Okay, let's step back with your left foot. We're going to come into warrior 1. So heels are lining up. Take the arms up by your ears. Square the hips to the front of the mat. Now we're going to do that same rhythm of breath. Inhaling 5, 6, and 7, 8. Focusing on the heart and the upper back. We're going to do something a little bit differently. So what's going to happen is when you exhale, you're going to straighten the leg. And when you inhale, we're going to take the arms wide. And as you take the arms wide, you lift the heart, lift the gaze. And then you're going to exhale, straighten the leg, bring your right hand to your heart and place the left hand on top. And this is a slight tilt of the head forward, almost as if you're bowing your mind down into the wisdom of the heart. And then we'll inhale, take the arms wide. Now let's chant Om. Om. And then breathe in. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Om. We're at about a 7 count inhale now. Heart lifts, filling up completely and fully, upper back, upper chest, and then exhale. Om. 8 count inhale. Om. Now leave the hands at the heart, bend the knee. Bring your shoulders forward, just past your hips, but keep the gaze on the horizon. And when you breathe in, feel the chest move into the palms of the hands. A nice controlled exhale. And see if you can breathe in for 7. And then you're going to hold the breath 1 and just feel that pulse of Om right there at the heart space. And then exhaling. So you're inhaling 7. A slight pause where you feel the pulse of Om at the heart. And a controlled exhale for 4. And if you're comfortable with 1 count hold, let's see if we can progress and inhale for 6. Hold the breath 2 and feel 2 pulses of Om at the heart. Om, Om. And then exhaling 4. 1 more. So inhale, 6. Hold 2, awareness steady at the heart. And exhale 4. Okay. And then from here you can straighten the leg, heel toe the right foot over. And then let's come into warrior 2. So bend the front knee right over the heel. And just checking into the aliveness around the heart. Two more breaths. Just be steady in the pose. And from here, we're going to push off the back foot and come into half moon. If you want to grab a block, you take it with you, lifting the back leg. Hand can be light on the floor or on the block, just stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips. And the sense of the whole body is open. I'm just feeling the vibrancy that's pulsating from the heart and outward in all directions. And 2 more breaths here. So even if the body doesn't feel so steady, we keep the breath steady, we keep the mind steady. Okay, let's bend the knee as slowly as you can. Step back to that warrior 2 landing, nice and soft. Find your focal point for your gaze. Okay, and then straighten the front leg, parallel the feet. Take that brief pause to check in. You can even close the eyes. It's very obvious what the postures are doing for us physically when we're in it, but when we come out of the pose is where we can experience what it's doing for us pranically. Okay, so from here, let's simply turn your left foot to the other end of the mat and we'll come into that warrior 1. So heel to heel alignment, arms up by your ears. Just to start, pull that left hip back. Find your focal point for your gaze. Find the rhythm of your breath if you lost it. And then we're going to exhale. You're going to straighten the leg. And then this is, we're going to take the arms wide and breathe in for 5. Heart lifts. And chanting with the exhale. Om. Right hand comes to the heart. Left hand on top. Inhale. Heart lifts. Fill up the chest. Om. Let's do a 6 count. Om. Slight bowing down of the head to the heart. And then lift the heart. Breathe in. 7. Om. 8 count inhale. Om. Leave the hands where they are. Bend the knee. Shift the shoulders forward just past the hips. Look on the horizon or maybe a little bit above. And then breathing in, nice and steady to start. And just feeling that heart energy underneath your palms. sound is really powerful in shifting frequency. And especially the sound of Om is that vibration that really elevates vibration of our body, of our heart space. So let's inhale for 6. Hold the breath 1 and mentally chant Om at the heart. And then exhale 4. Do that one more time. Inhale 6. Body is steady, gaze is steady. Hold the breath 1, mentally chanting Om. Exhale 4. Progressing to a 6 count. Inhale. We hold the breath 2 and pulse Om twice at the heart. One more time. Inhaling 6. Hold steady for 2. And then exhale 4. Straighten the front leg, heel toe the front foot over, take the arms wide, warrior 2. Front knee comes back in line with the heel, and just be steady. Noticing what you cultivated at the heart, simply by breathing. 3 more breaths. And then preparing to transition into our half moon. So if you want, you can grab your block and take it with you, pushing off the back foot. Align the block with your second toe, lifting the back leg. So the hips are stacking, shoulders are stacking. You can look down or forward, up at your thumb, either one. But really focus on the quality of the breath here. So keep the breath steady. Awareness is still at the heart, and the sense of really expanding in all directions from the heart. Because when we are joyful and enthusiastic, we can't help but allow that energy just to flow outward in all directions and share that. And then as steady as you can, as slow as you can, bend your knee, reach back with your right foot, plant it on the floor, come into warrior 2, and then pause, just be in it. Okay, straighten the front leg, parallel the feet for just a moment. Close the eyes, check in. Okay, and then step to the top of the mat. Okay, take the arms to the sky. Inhale. And then exhale and fold. Come up halfway, breathe in. And then let's exhale. You're going to step back to a downward facing dog. And then from here, come down onto your knees. And we're simply going to extend the legs out in front of us. And we're going to shift onto our backs. So from here, we're going to move into a bridge pose, but a dynamic bridge pose. So your arms are going to be by your side. And we're going to cultivate that breath again of 5, 6, 7, and 8. So when you breathe in, you're going to lift the hips to the highest point, reaching the arms up overhead. And when you exhale, arms sweep down by your side, hips lower down. And so let's inhale for 5. And then exhale, lower down, about a 4 count. So when you breathe in for 6 this time, really focus on breathing into the upper back, chest, and exhale, lowering down. 7 count, inhale this time. Directing your awareness to the chest will help direct prana to the chest, upper back, heart. Last one, 8 count. And then lowering down. Okay, now leave your arms down by your side. Lift your hips and interlace your hands underneath your back if you can. If not, leave your arms by your side. And draw the shoulder blades into the back of the heart so you feel the chest move towards the chin. Leave it there. Now let's inhale for 6. And then hold the breath 1, mentally chanting Om while you keep your awareness at the heart. And then you're exhaling 4. Inhaling. Hold awareness at the heart. And exhale. Now if you can extend the hold to a 2 count, do that. So you're breathing in. Hold the breath. Exhale. 1 more, breathing in. Mentally chanting Om once or twice. And then exhaling, lowering down. I'm just taking that little pause here to feel into that. Just noticing how not just increasing the inhale, but doing the breath retention increases prana in the chest, but also helps open it up for deeper back bending. Okay, just draw the knees into the chest. Just rock up to sit. And from here, we're simply going to come onto your belly. Okay. So as you come down onto your belly, leave your hands right next to your side. And we're going to do these little cobra pulses here, but a little different this time. So from here, you're going to inhale. You're going to lift the chest, lift the right leg, but keep the shoulder blades hugging into the back of the heart. And you're going to exhale. Forehead comes down, foot comes down. Inhale, left leg, lift the chest. Exhale, release. So just alternate with the breath. Inhaling, chest and right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, chest, left leg. And let's do 2 more on each side. Keep the back of the neck long, so don't jut the chin. And still bringing awareness to filling the chest and upper back. Last one, left side. Now this time, let's lift both legs in chest and hold here. Squeeze the legs as tightly together as you can. Maybe you can get the knees to touch or thighs to touch, but keep squeezing, squeezing, squeezing in. Keep the breath full. Shoulder blades are still in the back of the heart. 2 more breaths. And then exhale, release. You can turn your head to one side and just you can waggle your tail a little bit. But just close the eyes and just feel whatever there is to experience. Just being really curious about what is shifting for you. Okay, go ahead and turn your head the other way. Okay, so from here, what we're going to do is we're going to move into Dhanurasana bow pose. And if this is not in your practice, you're welcome to do locust, where you float the arms and legs at the same time. Otherwise, what's going to happen is we're going to bend the legs. You're going to grab your ankles. Okay, and you're going to breathe in, and you're going to rise up. So kick the shins to the back of the mat, balls of the feet to the sky. And we're going to add our ohms here. So we're going to do it 3 times. So take a nice deep breath in. Om. And then inhale. Feel the vibration move from your tailbone to the crown. Om. Last one. Come a little bit higher. Om. And then release. And let everything soften. Turn your head to one side. Close the eyes. And then notice the difference when you add that sound. How the energy shifts. Turn your head the other way. Okay, now press yourself up to your knees. And as you come up to your knees, what you're going to do is you're going to shift your body weight over to the right, okay? And then you're going to flex your bottom foot and let your left ankle rest in the arch of your bottom foot. You'll take your right hand behind you, left hand to your knee. Now, if you can, you'll slide your fingertips underneath your leg and press the heel of the hand down towards the mat. But if not, don't worry about it. Just grab hold of your knee. And then from here, we're going to twist. So you're going to breathe in, lift the chest, and with an exhale, you twist. Now, the interesting thing about this variation of twist is we're not going to turn our head to the back of the mat. Instead, you're going to bring your head, bring it forward, keep that back shoulder locked into place, lift the heart, and then take your front shoulder and drop it down towards your hip. And then tilt your ear down towards that left hip. So the heart is lifting. You're maintaining the twist. The navel's hugging in and to the right. And then close the eyes. Bring your awareness right there to the center of your spiritual heart, just behind the breastbone, in front of the spine, and mentally chant Om. Just feeling the pulse of the universe right there in the center of your being. The vibrancy and the joy and the enthusiasm of all creation. Two more breaths. And then gently coming out and coming to center, whether cross-legged or on your heels, and just take a pause and feel into that. And then let's shift to the other side. Shift your hips to the left, flex your bottom foot. Place your ankle in the arch of your foot. We're going to take your left hand behind you. Right hand can come to your knee or tuck the fingertips underneath. Press the heel of your hand down into the mat if you're doing this variation. Then lift the heart, breathe in. And then when you exhale, twist, so navel in and to the left. And then from here, remember, we're not going to turn our head to the back of the mat. We're actually going to turn to the front. And lift the heart like it's being magnetized and lifted up towards the sun. And you're going to drop that front shoulder down, hugging the shoulder blade into the heart so the heart lifts more fully. Tilt the head so the ear is coming down towards that front shoulder. Close the eyes. Drop your awareness into the spiritual heart. And just feeling that pulse of Om across the heart. And a couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, just gently releasing. Coming to sit back on your heels or cross-legged. Just take a pause to kind of experience the pose. The benefits the pose has gifted you. And let's open the eyes. Extend the legs out into a V. And this is where you might want to grab a block. So there's a couple options here. You can take a block and place it between the legs. If you come fairly close to the floor, you can rest your belly on the block and then stack your hands and let your forehead rest on your fist. Or this is the one I like, where I just take my elbows, place it on the block, and let my forehead rest in my hands so the head can completely release. So pick whatever is best for you. If you can come all the way through center, feel free to do that. And we're just going to hold this pose for several breaths. So go ahead and close the eyes. And just come into a steady rhythm of breath. Inhale, exhale. And even though we are maintaining body stillness, do your best to keep the awareness around the heart, upper back. Don't let your mind begin to wander. Practicing being fully aware, fully present, whatever you are experiencing in this moment. When our mind wanders, we miss those opportunities to be fully present, to experience our lives. If we are letting the mind wander to the past or to the future, we miss those precious opportunities. Let's take 3 more breaths. Okay, then slowly coming all the way up. Let's draw the legs together. And we're actually going to come down onto our backs. Let me turn this way. Okay, so from here, just take the feet wide, arms out into a T position, and let the legs just drape over to the left. Just an open twist. You can gaze right. Just allowing the body just to soften here. And then let's sweep the legs over to the right. You can gaze left, eyes can be closed. Feeling the back of the heart soften to the earth. Front of the heart just completely open and full to the sky. Okay, and then gently come out. Let's just bring the knees to the chest. Just to take care of the low back, spine, just helping to find a little bit more length before we come into Shavasana. If you want to do a few sacrum circles here, just rotating the legs around the hips in both directions. And then go ahead and extend your heels towards the corners of your mat. Let the palms rest facing the sky. Take a deep inhale and exhale through the mouth. And just feeling the body soften and open up to the earth. Body is soft and open. As the body softens and releases, bring your awareness to the center of your chest, spiritual heart. And just noticing any vibration or sensation at the heart. then sensing a golden light, the center of your heart. Like an almond-shaped flame. And then sensing this flame, this light begin to expand. Expanding outward in all directions. So the light begins to fill the entire chest. The front of the chest, the back and the sides. Feel it move down into the belly. The light filling up the pelvis, the entire bowl of the pelvis. Feel the light extend down into your legs, the thighs, the calves, the feet, and all the toes. Feel the light extend from your shoulders down into the arm bones, hands and fingers. Whole body is enlivened by this golden light. That originates from the heart. And feel how that light wants to expand beyond the body, moving to surround you completely on all sides, front, back, right, left, above and below. So that you're cocooned in this golden light. And feeling the body dissolving, the physical form melting into that golden light. So the light that is within is without. That there is no barrier. There is no separation. There is just pure, luminous being. Completely free and joyous and vibrant. No fear, no doubt. Pure luminous being. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. Take as much time as you need. There's no rush. But if you're ready, begin to move the body. Take the arms overhead and stretch. You can draw the knees into your chest and rolling to one side, gently pressing yourself all the way up to a seat that's comfortable for you. And we're going to finish with just a little pranayama practice. So as you come to your seat, keep the eyes closed and still feeling the qualities of that you created in Shavasana, that sense of freedom, being completely relaxed in that freedom, completely relaxed in the sense that there is no separation, no barriers. I'm coming to an Ujjayi breath, so breathing in and out through the nose, steady rhythm. And then begin to lengthen your inhale to an inhale of 6. And then you'll exhale 8. So you're inhaling a 6 count, and you're exhaling an 8 count. And then we'll progress as you inhale 6. At the top of the inhale, lift the chest, lift the collarbones, and hold the breath 2 counts. And then you'll exhale 8. So you inhale 6, and it's a soft hold of the breath. So don't grip the breath, just softly hold 2 counts, and then you exhale 8. Incrementally releasing the breath, incrementally breathing in, and gently holding. Next stage is to inhale 6, hold the breath 4 counts, awareness at the heart, exhaling 8. If holding the breath for an extended period of time makes you feel anxious or stressed, just hold for a lesser count or skip it altogether. Next progression, inhale 6, hold the breath 6, inhale 6, hold 6, exhale 8. Inhale 6, hold 6, exhale 8. Body is relaxed, absolutely steady. Awareness is on the breath and the heart as you gently retain. Next stage, inhale 6, no hold, exhale 8. Inhale 6, no hold, exhale 8. And then relax the breath. Let it come back to its natural inhale, exhale. And if you would like, continue to sit in meditation. And just keeping the awareness on the spiritual heart. Directing each breath into the heart and doing your best to keep your awareness there. If the mind wanders, you just bring it back to the breath, back to the heart. And if you're choosing not to sit in meditation at this time, you'll simply bring your hands together at the heart space, bow the head down in a gesture of reverence to the wisdom that lies within your heart and your own ability to cultivate joy, enthusiasm, and motivation without the need of anything to change externally. That everything you have, everything that you need is already within you. Om Shanti Shanti, peace. Namaste.